And I'm thinking, why is the mom screaming? So we look, and she's yanking the dog. It's 2 pit bulls.
What?
No leash.
What?
Attacking the little dog.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I'm like.
Alright, starting out today, this is 10th University, and we created this podcast to find those rare people that have a rare mindset. I'm talking if it's 100 people, they're in that top 10 percentile. And today we got a special guest, because you know how we do it.
Yes, sir.
My guy, Rod, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Rodney Tate, a third-year business student from Tallahassee, Florida.
Yes, sir. We could talk for days about this guy, and actually, we gonna do that. We're gonna figure out, his inside scoop, and we're gonna talk about Tapeboy's moving company, because that's very rare to see a person your age, my age, and doing what you're doing. So we're gonna get right into it, man.
Man. I'm ready.
Yeah, like tell us a little bit about yourself.
I got you. Like I said, I'm from Tallahassee, Florida. Third year, I'm in SBI. On campus, I'm in NAACP, BBLB. Work experience. I work at U-Haul, moving and storage. I also work at Hartsville Elementary School. I'm like an after-school counselor, but as y'all know, a lot of stuff go into that.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's a little bit about me. Oh, my fault. And I also am the CEO and creator of Tapeboy's Moving Company.
Yes. Man, I think you have what I have, which is a busy life.
Yes, sir.
You actually probably got a busier life. You just said like 3 leadership positions. So man, shout out to you.
Appreciate you, man.
But yeah, so Tapeboy's moving company, like if you had to give an elevator speech, you know what I'm saying, or tell somebody like what is it, because the name is unique,
Yeah. So I got the name. My last name is first whole name Rodney Lee Tate. So Tapeboy's Moving. I just came up with it. I feel like having my name in there too would be kind of saucy a little bit.
Yeah.
Tapeboy's Moving is a local moving service. We provide moving services that's cheap, and we also available, but we do go by reservations because we can't. Moving is something that take time, so appointments really is what we prefer. But if you do a walk-in, we'll see what we can do for you.
Right. So how could a person? How do most people book?
Most people book off Instagram, social media, or Twitter. We have an Instagram and a Twitter, or they'll just come to me personally, text me, hey, I know somebody that needs to be moved, and I'll just get their number and we'll go from there.
Man, I remember you were telling me about your team, man. It's like they full on the clock. Like somebody pulled up, somebody DM Rod this time, blah blah blah, woo woo.
Yes, sir.
Wow. But yeah, so back on the name, moving companies. I did not know how competitive it is.
It's competitive, but at the same time they can rip you off too, because a lot of people don't know how much, because a lot of people just rather somebody else do it than themselves.
Right.
So they don't know the price, what's the right price for it. And a lot of people, they charge by the hour, and then they'll charge like $50 per staircase. And,
so what made you different with your pricing?
With my pricing, I just made it more relatable. At first, when we first started, I didn't have no idea how I wanted to price it at first.
Yeah.
But then when I started doing my research, they charge, like I said earlier, by the hour, staircases, late. You could be 15 minutes, you got to push back, they gonna charge you like that.
Man.
With us, it's more flexible. So, and I started off with my prices just being $100 base fee, and then we charge charge $10 to $90 debating on how far or how much we move. But of course, it's college town, so everything is like 4 to 5 miles in between.
Right.
So, and we have the truck as well. With them, they may ask you to have the truck, but we already got everything ready to go for you.
Okay. Finding that good help it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not. One of my problems I had coming out was seeing who I wanted to be on my team. Given I have a lot of friends, a lot of people that I'm cool with, and it's a lot of people you mess with socially. But when it comes to business, there's a different way you handle things and carry yourself, and you got to see who's accountable, who will be there when you need them, and who's more efficient when it comes to working.
Right.
So that really played a role in me picking them, and they also was very how could I say this? Very at my neck, I would say. Making sure I knew that they wanted to work. So
he really want to say something else, but the camera's on.
Yeah, man. So
they put you on point.
Yeah, they made sure I knew that they wanted to work, and as you can see, we still moving strong with it. So
yeah, man. So man, I just can't imagine, like, bro, you probably got a lot of stories.
A lot of stories. Oh my
man, let me hear something from this week, man, and we go into some more funny stories. Man.
So we just had a recent move with I think she's in FAMU 22. She said, and she was going back to Jacksonville because COVID. So she had a store she wanted us to move to. She was like, it was a 2-bedroom apartment. So I'm thinking in my head, hey, it's easy, quick, little 2-bedroom apartment. Me and Jalen, we can handle that.
Ain't nothing.
So we get there. Jalen the whole time the ride there was saying, Rod, it's not what you think. And I'm like, bro, it's a 2-bedroom. It's a college student. What could a college student have?
Yeah.
Especially she's in my class, like, it's an apartment. So we get there and we walk in. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
What's a whole bunch of stuff look like?
So to the left, when the living room was full of boxes.
Oh, man.
The whole living room was full of boxes. She had a glass table, another dining set table, a whole dining set. What? Then she had a dresser with like a makeup mirror, a big makeup mirror. Oh. Then that's just the living room. So then you still got the bedroom with the bed taken down, the TV, the dressers.
What?
And then she had another room, bedroom, TV, dressers.
What?
She also had washer dryer.
She was trying to move that?
Yes, it was but her mom, when we got in there and talked to her, she was like, yeah, I can see by y'all faces, y'all thought it was a regular 2-bedroom apartment. And we was like, yes. And she was like, her sister lived there, and like, I guess like a generational thing. Mm-hmm. Like, so her sisters that went to family before just passed on the apartment to her, and they just kept, it's over 6 years building up.
So this is not an apartment, it's like a house. It's like a house.
The move in total took, we started at 6:30. We finished at 11.
What?
I kid you not. Because we had to take multiple trips. We had to take 2 trips.
Man, that $100 base fee should have went up.
It did. It definitely did go up. We had to adjust. Just get, it's a must, man. You can't, like, I still say that's my fault at the end of the day because I didn't go into detail on what it was. I mean, sometimes you need to, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's self-explanatory, but seeing how far it was, I should have said, hey, you have any more things, just a little more details on it. Mm-hmm. But what really happened was funny. On our second way coming back, like our second trip to go load the storage, she had a little small dog. So the small dog was outside. And I just see the mom start screaming. And I'm thinking, why is the mom screaming? So we look, and she's yanking the dog. It's 2 pit bulls.
What?
No leash.
What?
Attacking the little dog.
Oh my
goodness. I'm like, yo, what is going on?
Hell is going on?
The daughter screaming. Brave Boy, he a superhero, man. Jalen Brave Boy is a superhero. That man went down there, grabbed that dog.
FAMU football.
Yeah, FAMU football. Yeah, that man grabbed the dog, went on top of the U-Haul truck and just looking at them dogs like, what you trying to do? Like,
this really happened?
Look, but then the mama was screaming, go get my gun. It was like, I was like, we're just a moving company. All this going on.
We don't even do this.
Then some lady came and was like, I'm so sorry. That mom was not trying to hear that.
I'm so sorry. My dogs almost ate him. I should have fed him earlier.
Listen, it was crazy, man. Then the police came out. Was like, we heard somebody say something about gunshots, and a lot people are nosy. Cause man, that's the first time I seen that many people outside just looking, just
like on some training day, like y'all gonna do this to me?
Yeah, I'm like
trying to eat up my little Sparky.
I'm like, man, we just a moving company. They were so happy Brave Boy picked up the dog too. I told you he a superhero.
He's a superhero, man.
So like I said, that just comes with the people you know have on your team. So she really appreciated that. She even looked at adding a little bit more on what we told her.
I was finna say, man, as y'all build, I have no doubt that your team is gonna build with you.
Yeah.
And just seeing that, I'm gonna tell you, anybody clocking in, like I work at Publix. Publix, you do good business, but I'm not getting bit by no type of animal, no human, no mosquito.
You're right though. I mean,
for you.
Right, you're right. I mean, and I told him I'm thankful he did it as well, because I mean, it could have been different. That dog could have been dying, and we was like, man. So for him to do that, really appreciate him for that.
Wow. That's a movie right there, man.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. I was like, man.
Wow, that's a story. All right, so man, that's a testimony right there, man. I feel like people can learn a lot from that, man. That's something that's one of the beautiful things about being an entrepreneur, man. It's like you get those rare experiences you would never have.
Yeah. Without that, I would never been out there and experienced any of that. So,
So let's talk about. You got any more testimonies?
I can do this one. So, if you look into the Tapeboy's moving page, the first post, it was 3 of us. It was me, Elliot Shorter, which is EJ, and our brother, Jacquez Paul. So, that I forgot to mention that we did start with Jacquez. So,
yeah.
But as we went forward, as you can see in the pictures, he's not in our pictures anymore.
Right.
So it's nothing personal, and I didn't fire him. Like, he just came to me and just felt like it wasn't for him. And I respect him for that, for coming up to me and letting me know, like, the moving stuff is not for him. So that's another thing when it comes to being a worker and a friend. If you have friends that don't agree with your choices or just understand you in the business world, they're not your friends. Like me and Jacquez, I can go over there every day. That his mama, my mama, so it's like family. And still to this day we can do that. So it's like we still friends. If I need him, I can call him. He got me. So, but that's another story. So
no, that take high character, you know, to know that you're wrong and to know that, you know, things are not gonna happen. Like it's inevitable.
Yeah.
You want it out. You know what I'm saying? If anyone express that takes character, right?
Yeah. Especially if I'd rather him just come up and tell me that than just be lazy on the job and
start slacking and be complaining. It's like, oh man, shoot, hey, blah blah blah. You know?
Yeah. And I would have let him go for real then. Be like, hey, you gotta go.
Yeah. So. Well, he said you would have let him go.
Yeah, man. It's quality work,
man. So, speaking of that, hey, the police coming by, man. Great. But yeah, so let's talk about, man. So the moving company is competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Getting your first foot out there, you know, and getting moving and all of that. Like, what would you say is 3 key things that you did well starting out?
Okay, so the first thing I would say would be, like we've been preaching this whole time, the team and being accountable. Let me say accountability.
Yeah.
Because starting off, I had to do all the reservations myself. I had to start the pages myself. And time is a serious thing. Time is something you can't get back and you cherish. So for me if I can't hold myself accountable, nobody else will.
Right.
So having that accountability the first day and throughout this whole process is really a big thing. Also planning, like I said earlier, planning, making the reservations, talking to people, making sure they here at this time and getting stuff done is another big thing you gotta do as a business owner. So
getting that book in and all of that, getting the whole thing situated.
And the last thing I would say, get my foot in. I say kind of. I'll probably say. Being flexible and versatile. Because now with my business, Thanksgiving is coming up, so a lot of people can need storage and move out. Because I know they putting some students out, and I have multiple people ask me, you know how to take down a TV? I know y'all just moving stuff. You know how to take down TV or doing take a bed down. I'm like, I won't know nothing like that. So you got to be versatile. Like now I'm looking for people that can do that.
Right.
So we can add that to the service.
Right.
Because a lot of movie companies don't do that. They just come move your stuff. Everything need to be ready. So if we have versatility like that, and be able to clean it too, man, we'll be out.
I would say that's probably one of the benefits of being our age, right? No defense to anybody that's already got the experience, but when you have that experience, you kind of look at it as like, oh, I know stuff. So new stuff that comes in, it's not an adaptive mindset. It's we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We must look at what works.
Right.
If we're young, that's why the ceiling is there is no ceiling.
Right.
You know, so I don't doubt that later on it could be anything. You could be like, well, yeah, we know how to install a pool. You know what I'm saying?
A pool costs a lot of money now. A pool, man.
Yeah. So I don't know. Just whatever y'all would do, I just know y'all innovative. You know.
Right. Yeah, just doing that, having the experience. What really just makes me go every day, because I work every day. There's some people think I'm crazy. No one think I'm crazy. I work every day. Anybody that knows me, I work every day. So just the experience I get and learning from older guys like at U-Haul, I'm the youngest worker.
Wow.
I'm the youngest one, and I'm like right under the assistant manager.
Wow.
So it's like also at Hartford Elementary, I'm the youngest one, and I'm the assistant manager there. So it's like just the experience, man. Just getting out there and knowing more about the corporate world and all the attributes you can contribute is just
man,
a good feeling overall.
Man, that's huge, man. So, man, I was telling my roommate, Tristan, I was like, listen, like I only want to come to the crib. I only just want to come back to sleep, eat, shower.
Yeah.
Like, everything else is in between in those categories. We'll do that too, and we're getting out back in the field.
Yeah, facts.
And school. See, we seem to forget about.
Oh yeah, man.
Man, school is its own stuff.
Yeah, before I was doing the test earlier.
Right, yeah. You doing the test? Shoot, I gotta wake up early. Like, oh man, I got a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I really think the virtual is really getting to people, that virtual standpoint. So it's just, that's another communication thing. You just gotta talk to your professors, man, because times like this, if you don't say anything, people don't care.
Man.
They're gonna get paid regardless. So
that's a fact, man. That's a fact. So with Tapeboys, let's see. You talked about your pricing as being one of your competitive edges that you had on other businesses, other moving companies as well.
Right.
And on top of that, being young and that accessibility to other young people. Like, what would you say is one more key advantage that makes your business special? It could be on the marketing side. Just one more thing,
I would just say our target audience, because you have a lot of people that just move, but we're going straight. We'll take anybody,
right?
But we want college students. Like this is a college town.
Right.
So I know there's a college Inc. Their price is not like ours. So
shout out to them.
U-Haul moving stores, they have their own little moving thing, but they prices nowhere near like us. So within the moving company, you have a target audience, and then being black owned as well, that is an advantage to a certain extent as well. But just going for college students, because a lot of people, they don't want to do it. A lot of people just don't want to have the time to move themselves.
Right.
Just another advantage is knowing your target audience and getting to your target audience, like social media. A lot of people do social media.
Facts.
We do our little boomerang.
Yeah.
Repost, so something as small as that can help you get,
Yeah, I like that. Especially on the social media part, because having that social proof, that's what makes you trustable. You know what I'm saying? One person that I looked at was a sneaker renegade, and I was like, whoa, like he on this story is constantly seeing him
customers
with another customer,
right,
with another person, like working with this, working with that, like, oh, I'm dropping boxes off. It's like, wow, this guy is moving. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing is with your business, right? So when I see, I'm like, and you told me earlier, you was like, yo, we weren't even posting at first, like we posted.
Yeah, that's nothing. We missed like at least 10 plus moves without posting. And it's like I didn't think then. Like I just was on the go. Another thing, like planning and knowing what you're doing. So if I feel like it would help us a little bit more, but I like to do that and where we're going in the future. So.
Yeah, that's real, man. So is there any last, regards or advice you would have to anybody that wants to start a moving company and, and in their city? You know, when we get popping.
I would say look into if you want to do moving, just look into the liability standpoint. A lot of times people just start stuff and not know what they're doing. Thank God, shout out my mama, because my mama told me.
Yeah.
She said if you drop something, God forbid, what you gonna do? So you gotta have a plan when it comes to liabilities as well. So I had to invest in that with my mom. She helped me out with that, getting that started, like a liability plan, and every month I put in a certain amount just in case. So it won't come out of my pocket, it'll be like the company's pocket.
Right.
So that's good as well. Another thing I would say is be different.
Okay.
It's okay to, have a nail, just be different and go for what you feel like is best for you. Don't worry about what's outside. And when you do start that, pick a team that is, let me see how I can say this. Pick a team that I could say is a representation of you to a certain extent.
Gotcha. That's
Because,
valid.
like I said earlier, without my team, I don't know where would I be.
Yeah.
Like right now, I can trust them to get on the page, take over the page, and make reservations for me.
Right.
So it's like just having a team that's accountable and reliable through all things. That's what I say.
Man, that's solid right there, man.
Yeah,
So, man, I want to ask you another question. Like, is there anybody that you're in need of? Like,
Oh yes, we need.
Okay.
I want to say, like I said earlier, mounters. If you know how to mount, dismount a TV, hit my phone, clean floors and stuff like that. I got a lot of texts about that.
Okay.
Cleaning apartments, dismantling beds, stuff like that. Man. We are looking for people that can do that and add that service to our pricing. I got you with that.
That reminds me. I used to do wholesale in real estate, and when I go to these different meetings and stuff, they would have like this super network where it was like we'd be in this room and they would be like have an AC company, have a roof.
I need to go to one of them.
Have a place where you can get inspections to make sure there's no termites, moles, anything you would need for the house. It was like we got connections for here. I feel like that could be the same thing with you guys. Like what I was playing earlier about the pool thing, but having a moving company be like, all right, we got connections with people that install pools because we're gonna be inside somebody's house. I think that'd be a good way to help take you guys to the next level.
For sure, man. Yeah, man.
Last question is we ask this to all of our guests is what is one way that you help serve people?
Like you said, my job description is a counselor. But there's plenty of kids, especially during these times, that need help. A lot of people, my little brother, I figured out he had a disability, like a learning disability, which I do. I cried out like, man, I gotta go through that at a young age, given this generation, how harsh they can be out there.
Yeah.
And it was, my mama found that out through virtual school. Whoa. But when he was in class, it was easy. He could take the information and, so at the school now I'm at, Hartsville Elementary, it's hard for them kids. A lot of them, like I think people in third grade can't read, and it's like that's not good at all.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like it's just best to give back and just do my diligence, just give back and take the time out with them kids. A lot of people they also don't have just single mothers and stuff like that. So that male figure in their life, just letting them know, hey, this is the route you should go. The route you should take as a human being. Just great because a lot of them kids they can tell you they can sing the whole Murder on My Mind music by YNW, but they can't tell you the first black president.
Whoa.
So that's something that I take pride in and really feel like I need to take a part of.
Yeah, man, it's been a blessing having you on here.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Speaking to you, man. So, man, hey, it's been amazing. All right, man, I'm gonna stop cheesing, man. Let's get out of here.